What's up guys, and welcome back to part 2 of the Growl Racing Performance Pulse Expo vlog. Now we had a lot of footage, too much footage in fact, so we had to split the vlog into 2 parts. So without further ado, let's rip into some sick cars. Verde Mantis, Lamborghini Huracan. Judging by the tires and the wheels on this thing, it's built for the drag strip, so we can come around to the back of the car to check out the engine bay to see what's been done to this car exactly. I was expecting a Performante, but it's not exactly a Performante. Even though it's got the stripes here, the front bumper is different. If you come to the back here, you can see that this thing has been twin turboed. If you can see the turbos right in there on either side. It is absolutely hectic. Or you can go down because the rear bumper's been completely removed, so you can see the turbos on either side there. That is, wow, that is wicked. And the cost to twin turbo one of these V10s is crazy. It's like 30 grand or something, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 40, but it's a lot of money. Getting this alone is a feat, but then going out and twin turboing it is something else, which is crazy. This here is a nice brown VK Commodore. Again, a fully drag spec car with all the fully basic interior, but also a drag spec interior. What I like about these cars is that they're built both for show and for speed as well, so it looks really nice and pristine on the outside, but can also run 8-9 second quarter miles. Just look at that. That is insanely massive there. Really nice Falcon GT here, this XY Falcon. And this thing is just pristine. Look at the color on that. Really nice color, but also just pure chrome in there too. Super shiny. You put the sun next to that and that's blinding everyone. But try not to trip over this really low hanging chain here. You might trip over and fall into the car. But this thing is built for drag racing as well, but the interior is just insanely clean. Really simplistic. But man, look at these fat tires on it too. Just a really well-built car. And obviously you have the boot set up in there too. That is really cool. This is one of Brisbane's RWB Porsches. This is a 997 RWB. Man, if you get a car like this, then you certainly do love BBLs, because this thing has a BBL and a half. Really awesome car. It's on these super deep dish Koya wheels as well. Shout out Koya, as I run Koyas on my car, and they're a very cool wheel. And it's a nice design wheel too. It looks like a 2 or 3 piece. This thing is absolutely wicked. Looks like it's built solely for track racing as well.
Yeah, look at the thing.
You got the huge air scoop here as well, feeding the air into the engine that is sitting mid-engine there. The huge wing on the back as well, and yeah, just all the sponsors and stuff on the side.
This one's actually the Time Attack sister for one of the cars down in Sydney, so this is the sister car to it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now, if you want to make a ton of power but not go anywhere, this is your car, because this is just your pure burnout car. Man, that is absolutely humongous. But I like the HDT detail on the headlights here too. But man, you can't go past what's protruding out the bonnet here. I'm here with Ashley and his fully hectic burnout car. So tell us more about this car, man.
So it's a VN Commodore wagon, typical LS 871 blower, mechanical fuel injection, basically just built to destroy tyres, basically.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, 2-speed power glide. Basically, she just kills tyres. That's the whole point of it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And for most people, they don't really know much about, you know, sort of burnout cars and all that kind of stuff. So I guess what's it like driving a burnout car, especially with this thing sticking out the bonnet? You know, you won't be able to see too much.
Yeah, you do struggle to see sometimes. Smoke as well.
Smoke.
Sometimes you're completely blind. It's just white.
Yeah.
You do heavily rely on a bit of a breeze or a bit of wind sometimes. You kind of need a little bit of luck on your side.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, it's a lot different than anything else. It's not like a drift car. It's not like a drag car. It's a whole different thing. It's
just a whole bunch of power to not go very far. You know, just to spin around in circles.
I mean, wheel speeds up to 300 kilometers an hour, maybe a bit more, depending on your diff gears and everything like that. Depending on what pad you're on, what tire you run, everything like that. So. Yeah, it definitely makes a lot of smoke, so sometimes a bit hard to see where you're going.
Definitely, and you mentioned that you have to kind of look up to drive these.
So yeah, sometimes, especially on tight pads, you sort of look for like lights or grandstands or things like that. Obviously, when you're down low and all the smoke's around you, you can't really see. So sometimes you sort of map it out where you might see a grandstand and might have a few poles, and if you're within those sort of couple of poles, you know you're sort of safe. Because obviously if you stop halfway through your burnout, you lose points. And look, to be honest, sometimes it's just pray and hope that it doesn't hit a wall, like in all honesty. And sometimes you come off alright and sometimes you don't. So it depends on how bad you want it, really.
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
I've never really encountered sort of a motorsport that, you know, relies mostly on luck. And I guess you could kind of say this is motorsport in a sense that, you know, you got drag cars with their own stuff, drift cars with their own technology and stuff. So this is just a whole different thing.
It's a big learning curve, that's for sure. There's a lot to learn. It's like I said, doesn't drive like anything else. It's not.
You'd need a whole different skill set to drive. Because people think, oh, burnouts, whatever, you just shred tires or whatever. But as a whole different skill involved.
To do what like a lot of the really good guys do, it's not easy, and everyone thinks it's just a burnout and it's simple, and it's not.
Hell no.
And like I said, a lot of things have to go your way. Like sometimes wind, sometimes you got to be able to see where you're going. Tyres have to last a certain time. If tyres don't last long enough, you lose points. If you don't blow both tyres, you lose points. The crowd wants to see a good show, like a bit of rim bashing at the end, some fireballs out the exhaust, like all that stuff sort of helps. So it's a good sport, but it's not easy. Everyone thinks it's easy, but it's not.
No doubt. So what made you choose the VN wagon? You don't see many wagons at all.
No, so I just love wagons in general, and you don't see many of them, so it's a little bit different. But also, I originally built it for like summer nats and those type of events, and the point of doing a wagon is you've got 5 seats. So all your mates can hop in and you do all, you know what I mean, fat laps and that around summer nats and everything like that.
Mad. Thanks very much for, you know, showcasing your car to us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a look at this Tirana here. That is freaking awesome. Really super clean. And I love how the cutout is really cleanly done too. It doesn't even look like it was cut into the bonnet in the first place. It looked like maybe the bonnet was made like that, but really, really clean. That is awesome. Now this is the Hell Yeah Porsche Boxster here, and what's really cool about this car is that, well, it's almost bankrupt spec. You got a lot of black and gold on here, dark grey and gold on the side here too. So this is built pretty much to a Boxster RS sort of vibe, and they've done a really good job with it as well. I really like the wing on the back here too, and the way that it slopes out like this. And man, when you see this, as soon as you see this car, you say hell yeah, because it's really cool. I really like the gold rim around here too, and this forged carbon steering wheel here with gold flakes in it, which I don't think I've seen before. Really nice touch here. So yeah, another one of our followers, so shout out Heliar. Nice. This old school roadster hot rod here. You got the sloping thing here that you can stand on. Not that you'd want to, because it's so clean, but the interior is so minimalistic. Like, you've got barely anything going on here, and with just one bench seat as well going along here. A really nice sort of modern hot rod. Really cool. God damn, that bass.
Damn, baby,
wow. Look at the speakers. Wow.
Get cracking in the club when you hear the shit. Drop it like it's hot, get the work in that back. Go shake that.
We even got Mario Kart playing on here too. Wow, that is loud.
I wanna touch that thing when you make it go round and round. Step up in the club.
How awesome is this VK Commodore here? This VK race car. Wow. In that awesome Marlboro livery. Wow. That is, shit. This is too cool. You got the side exit exhaust here too. And that interior is nuts as well. Wow. Man, these old V8 supercars, race cars are just so cool. That is really special. So a couple of other Lambos here as well. We've got this Gallardo with this sick custom interior here with like this really bright fluoro green full custom interior. Look at the seats as well. Alcantara everywhere, carbon fiber in the middle, and it's a gated manual, making the car that much cooler. That is a wicked Gallardo. Not too much going on the exterior apart from a wing and the brake calipers, but the prize thing in this car is the interior, which is, yeah, that's a stunning interior. Even the handbrake has been stitched too. The amount of detail that's gone into this interior is nuts. And then next to the Gallardo here, we have this sick STO in this really nice purple color here. That is absolutely gorgeous. But man, just this paint job alone would be worth so much money. It's got this really nice metallic color. And this is basically your ultimate version of the Huracan. Well, for the street anyway. And look at that roof scoop here too. That is, these cars are just insane. The absolute best you can get with the Huracan for the road. But you know what another insane road car is? McLaren Senna. Check this out. It has been a hot minute since I've seen a McLaren Senna. What's cool about these cars, well, they'd be useless through a drive-through because that's pretty much the only part of the window that goes up and down. But what's cool is there's another window down here on the door, so you can see your little tootsies. Just the amount of tech in these cars is insane. Like, there are so many functions alone in the rear wing, and the amount of downforce and all that kind of technical car, supercar, hypercar stuff that McLaren is known for. Just a truly special car. You know, we're looking at about 1 to 2 mil here. You got the tri-exhaust pipes coming out of here through the middle too, and again, more technological aero stuff happening here. And that is just absolutely crazy. So we have a 57 Bel Air drag car here, And again, another car that'll be useless through a drive-through because that's your only hole. But if you have a look through the hole here, you can see just about everything that's going on in there. Like literally. The side exit exhaust here. This is a really nice color. Really enjoy this, and I love the old school style numbers on the side here. Towards the back here, you got those giant parachutes and the Grinch flipping you the bird on the back here. A really, really cool drag car, that's for sure. This thing is so sick. Insane. Well, here's one of the quickest Beetles that you'll see. It's barely even a Beetle anymore. Like, it's nuts. It's like a full track spec Beetle. It's got all the aero, not to mention that gigantic wing at the back. But yeah, this thing is just monstrous. But it still kept the original Beetle heritage with the engine still in the back like a true Beetle. You can see the intercooler sticking out there too. So I can barely squish it in the back here. The rear end has been exposed for the show today. And you can see a lot that's going on in there. That is insane. The amount of stuff you can cram in such a small space at the back of the car is truly mind-boggling. Totally nuts. We've pulled up to this gorgeous red Lamborghini Diablo VT. Man, I just love Diablos. Lamborghini's flagship V12 model. And just an awesome modern classic. And just a super wide car as well. But yeah, this is like peak early 2000s supercar. You got the ridiculous Lambo doors here that stretch right up into the sky here. Really baller. And having a look in here too, this thing is extra special because it has the gated manual, as you can see in there. So manual V12, man, it doesn't get much better than that, seriously. And there's just the condition of this car is really nice too. Like, the paint on it is pretty much immaculate, and just a really nice example of one of the best flagship V12 cars that Lamborghini has ever made. Right now, we can see underneath a Mustang, so let's go check it out. And wowee.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It is really clean under here. Very, very clean, as you can see. I mean, you kind of have to be clean if you want to show off the underside of the car. That is awesome. You got the exhaust literally ending right here rather than at the end. And you have the screamer pipes coming out through the middle of the car here too. The weld work on the exhaust is really nice too. Very well done. The craftsmanship is insane. Here we have this super wide, super chunky Maloo, which almost looks like a concept car. I don't know if this is actually it seems really high. I don't know if it's just custom work or if it just came like that, but man, that is awesome. Full giving off concept car vibes. Look at how wide this thing is too. And man, the interior also just screams early 2000s. And I like the purple theme continuing on in the interior. But this is really cool. Like, dang. Obviously the engine sharing the exterior color too. How shiny is this bike? Like, you can see all the metal parts have been engraved, literally all of it. just the work done on this bike is truly incredible. Like even the paint work and everything on it, that is truly impressive. You'd be too scared to ride it in case you fall over and scratch anything. That is a true work of art. Now I want to highlight this GTSR here. Now there's a lot of replicas and stuff of these going around, so if this is a genuine VR or VS GTSR, then this is a truly special car. These are worth upwards of $300,000, maybe $400,000 if it's a genuine one. Looks to me that this might be the real deal because the interior is the GTSR interior as well. You got the writing everywhere on the seats and on the door cards as well, and it actually looks pretty standard on the interior here. So this might be the real deal. If it is, very rare and very special car. And you can see here that everything about it seems to be pretty standard, unmodified, untouched. And these are just a genuinely really cool car. And like I said, truly special and rare. I've never seen a genuine one of these in person before either. So this is cool. That's very cool. So we've got this really cool little K truck here in this glittery gold color as well, and it's got like a wide body on it. Wide body K trucks are just so cool. Like, I don't know what it is, but that's awesome. So this is another good friend of ours. This is Aaron's Toyota Crown Majesta URS 206. It has been a while since we've seen this car out, so it's really good to see it here at the show in show condition and with the new wheels too. These awesome chrome wheels. This thing is fully decked out in Okashi VIP accessories such as the curtains and the neck cushions in here. But the rear setup is really nice too. You got that Oni mask. You got two Oni masks in there actually, with the cigar ashtray and the glasses and everything. So a really cool VIP setup in this car too. Nicely bagged, and he's got a new front splitter, giving the car a way more aggressive look. And some other stuff you'll see on here too is that it's not like what I have on my car as well, just here. But what I don't have is a front tray table for your ciggies and your Boss coffee. So that might be an addition I might make later to my own Crown, but I don't know, I'm kind of concerned about airbag and passenger safety and that, so maybe not, I don't know, I'm a pussy. So here we have this really nice R32 GTST in this beautiful green color. I really like this shade of green, and I think it's the only car here with this kind of green. It is very tidy on these really nice work wheels here too. And the front camber is really, it's just, sticks out. But what's caught my eye here is this Mazda 3 with this very interesting front bumper thing going on here. I have never seen this front bumper before on a Mazda 3, and yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about it, to be honest. It's interesting. But the car overall is pretty clean. I mean, the rest of the car seems pretty standard. It's just the front bumper here that spun me. Yeah. This thing here was another unmarked favorite. This is an old Liberty wagon, just absolutely squashed on its guts on VSKFs. This is old school wagon, cool, and you got a hot rod style steering wheel in there too to break up the interior a little bit, I suppose. Man, this is one tidy NSX here. Ooh. Got a pram coming in at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Anyway, we have this really tidy NSX here. I love red on an NSX because that is just perfect. And the fitment on here is really nice too on these work wheels. The quick tilt steering wheel We have seen a steering wheel setup like this in Jensen's RX-7 that we filmed, and yeah, just little carbon bits everywhere too, just like in here, like in the air intakes here too.
If you want, bro, come jump in it if you want.
Oh yeah, thanks man, I appreciate it. So we're gonna go have a sit in this NSX here, and it's never glamorous getting into these cars. It's actually quite a nice place to be in. Smells of JDM, so it smells really nice in here. But these Recaros are quite nice too. They hug the body quite well. I'm sitting very low right now, really low to the ground, and I can almost feel the ground beneath me. But man, I could just chill in here all day, to be honest. It's actually quite comfy. All right, now I'm going to try and get out of this thing. It's not going to be glamorous at all, but we'll getting out of incoming traffic. Oh, that is. Not easy to get in and out of these cars. A very cool car indeed. And thank you very much to the owner for letting me sit in a freaking Pathfinder drag car. I'm not sure what it is, but these wheels are tiny. So I'm not. Is it a drift car? I'm not sure what's going on here, but you got the pipes coming out the bonnet here though, which is pretty cool. This thing is pretty wicked. Just a race drag drift SUV. Slammed on the ground. I'm not sure of its purpose entirely. Very cool nonetheless. We've got a whole line of these mint Commodores here, starting with PSI Jet with this inside. As we continue to circle along, we have all these lined up as well. That one in there too. A lot of really nice stuff going on here. A 1977 Suzuki LJ80 with a K20 in it, hooked up to a massive turbo. Like, wow, that is a big turbo K20 in something the size of this would rip. That is crazy. Look at the drag tires on the rear too, like, wow. And this thing is so fast, it needs a parachute at the back too. The interior is crazy. You got a bunch of Haltech stuff. Haltech dash with the buttons. And wow, this thing is just so bare bones. And you wouldn't think to make something like this a drag car, but this person obviously has. So shout out to them. This is wicked. It truly would be scary to drive. This here is a Chrysler 300 SRT with, as you can see, scissor doors. It's got the LEDs in the headlights here, which is mad, but man, let's talk about the scissor doors for a second. We've seen a lot of scissor doors at today's show.
I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade, low pro solo, look like I'm...
That is pretty cool. Obviously it's sitting on bags too. Someone's managed to fit a Coke bottle in there. If anyone's thirsty, there's a Coke there. I like the matte black on this too. Matte black goes so well with these cars. We were lucky enough to have the opportunity to go for roll racing runs in one of these. Shout out to SRT Arancho for the experience. These are quick, exceptionally quick. A freaking lowrider, man. That is so cool. The dream for me is to own one of these, especially a 6-tray or a 6.4 ragtop like this one. So this is probably either a 1963 or a 1964 Chevy. It's a 6.4? Ah, there we go. Nice, man. That's the dream.
Hey man, check out that 6.4.
What up?
Oh damn, what up, Grandma?
Tell your daddy to page me.
All right then. All right, player, stay up.
Peace.
It's been confirmed that this is a 1964 Chevy Impala, and what it's called is a rag top, which means convertible, so it's got the soft top. Dude, this thing is on full. As you can see, the hydraulic suspension making the car change height and do the bouncy thing that you see on the videos on YouTube. Lowriders are my jam, man. Love lowriders. And you can see all the detailing. It's got these gold spoke wheels as well, and they're tiny too, to take the impact of the bounce when they get bounced off. But have a look at the engraving as well. There's engraving absolutely everywhere, even on the tiniest thing like the wiper blades. Engraved everywhere, even the door handles here. Just the engraving is insane. This is a left-hand drive as well, so this started life in the USA, and even the dash has mad engraving on it, all gold, all red, and the leather seats are so nice. It's got the rag top, which is the same color as the exterior pretty much, so matching with the whole car. And as we make our way towards the rear of the car, we can see the boot setup with the huge sub and the suspension system here. Imagine pumping like Dr. Dre and like Snoop and all those like West Coast 90s rap from this speaker system here. The amount of engraving detail on these is insane. And these are truly a special kind of car. And hopefully I get to own one day, because mine would be something like this, but black and gold. So watch this space. So subscribe to our channel so I can buy one of these. I couldn't help myself and I bought a California plate. Genuine too. There's a number plate shop here, plates from the States, and it's got obviously plates from the States but from other countries as well. And so I think this would be a bit of cool memorabilia to hang out in our media room. So there you go, that's awesome. We've come across this Audi R8 here. Judging by these drag tires and wheels on it, I'm suspecting it might be twin turbo, which I really hope it is. Let's take a look and see if you can see it. But yeah, look at this, damn. And that's not standard either. It's got Sheepy Race. That tells you everything you need to know, that this car is in fact twin turboed. Sheepy Race is very known for V10 twin turbo conversions, like on the R8s and the Huracans. If you squat down here and if you can see through the honeycomb here, it is indeed twin turbos. You can see the turbo right in there, and there'll be one on the other side as well. So there you have it, a twin turbo Audi R8 V10 Plus. That is wicked. This thing will rip, bro. This thing will rip. My God. Hopefully you can hear me above all this music. I thought I'd point out this car. Just the color alone pops out. And again, look at the custom interior in this thing too. It's not exactly honeycomb stitching, but it's a really cool, like technological looking stitching that's going on in here. It's got a very cool custom interior. You got forged carbon bits on the dash as well, and on the door cards. And this is just a really cool build here. It's on these really nice Meisters too. And the fitment is really nice. And obviously you can't forget that Barra power plant in there. I personally really like G6C turbos. They just like a bit more luxury version of the standard Falcon, but they pull hard. They still pull hard. Turbo straight six, especially being a Barra, man, very impressive car. I really like these. Old school truck here that is also carrying an old school car. And not only is it carrying an old school car, but it's also towing an old school caravan at the back here. This is an insane setup. Like all from a similar era as well. And that is a truly cool setup. It's perfect if you're, you know, going to a race event or like a show that's interstate. You just load up your car on your truck with your caravan. Check out this 1957 Bel Air over here. This thing is a really nicely done resto mod. Very clean and very minimal. But wow, look at how well that digital dash just goes with the rest of the dash and the interior too. Really minimalist interior. Ooh. There's a lot going on in the boot here. I'm not too sure what's going on. A lot of motherboards and stuff. A lot of flashing lights. Here is this really badass looking Cadillac Fleetwood. Man, these are just, look at the sheer length of this car. It's just this huge, long American car, and man, tell you what, I love these kind of cars. And it's just so gangster looking. All that leather in there too. Insane. This looks like something a gangster would roll around in, or or the cartel boss or something like that. Like, this would be something they'd be rolling in. And man, so they should. This is a gangster, very gangster car. Love me an old Cadillac. That's mad. An XB Falcon here. And this thing is so nice. You got that satin paint and the individual throttle bodies coming out there too. That is really nice. This thing is proper badass, man. That is. That dash is a lot going on. Damn. Wow. And next to it, we have an XE Falcon. Really, really bright green. Yeah, really clean inside and out. But man, that color more than anything is just so striking. Crazy. Here we have the Helvet, which we have seen at a few events. This was at Unmarked. This car was the car at Unmarked that was getting drawn on. You can check out that video on our channel as well. But there was an artist there who had like this pen thing, and he was just doing all this artwork on the side of the car. This thing is insane. Like obviously a lot's been done to it, but what really stands out about this car is that it is half-half. So one half is gray, one half is yellow. If you truly want to make your car stand out, you make it two different colors and you split it either lengthways or sideways. But yeah, this is a really, really impressive car. And look at the side exit exhaust just fully exposed on the outside there. We've got a super clean Holden Premier here. This thing is immaculate. You got the white walls and that 70s style, that color, that 70s beigey browny color. And this is all super clean inside too. Very well restored car. Have a look at this sick hot rod here. And this thing, again, super immaculate. And what I like about hot rods is just how ridiculous just they are. Like, no wheel arches or anything, just exposed tire. That is really tall too, by the way. Like, super tall tires. And like, just the exhaust coming straight out of there is just simply diabolical. And just how basic the interior is crazy as well. You got the the speed gauge in the middle instead of in front of the driver. And it's got a sunroof too, if you will. Just no glass, just sun. Get a load of this Ford GT40 here. This is insane. Now, there are a lot of GT40 replicas out there, but this one is quite exceptional. It is full race spec as well, even down to the windows here. Yeah, you got the padding here, race stuff in the interior as well, except for that Pioneer head unit that you don't need while racing. But again, this car is also built for street use. Man, these are so cool. Damn. Got a bunch of rotaries around here, these RX3s. But what I want to focus on is this 323 here. Now, this car has appeared a lot in our channel, but for those who haven't seen this car on our channel before, I like to point this car out a lot because, as you can see, the splatter paintwork on this is absolutely incredible. You don't see this on other cars much at all, and man, I have heard this thing in person and it's loud. But yeah, just the paint job alone on this car is simply incredible. Obviously, it's got a rotor in there. Even the paintwork extends into the engine bay as well, which is really awesome. So the amount of work and detail gone into just the paint alone would have been insane on this car. Very impressive. There are 3 of these kind of trucks down here. So you got 1, 2, and 3 all the way down here. Absolutely immaculate. Right up to this LSA in here, which is color matched to the rest of the engine bay. That is super impressive. And if we work our way towards the back of this truck here, you can see the exposed setup in here, the air tank, and everything else you need to see. Even the exhaust pipes are coming through here too. And this gorgeous, nicely finished wood deck that you can just fold down and it conceals everything really nicely as if nothing's there underneath. We've got the fold-out window on the rear too. And this interior is really gorgeous. The dash is the same color as the engine bay, and it's just immaculate. Super, super, super clean. Not to mention the wheels too. Those gorgeous brown wheels. You can see us in here. What's up? Moving down here as well, we got these patina trucks here too. This style of truck is called a patina style truck. So trucks that are just absolutely slammed to the ground, sort of have a rusty design to them. This one is so low to the ground. You can actually see the wheel come up. You can see the entire wheel pretty much as it's coming up through into the engine bay. And the way they've worked this as well is they've got all the suspension components right next to the actual engine itself, just so they can absolutely slam the crap out of this thing. And the engineering done to make this possible is very impressive. And again, you've got an exposed setup here. However, this one is actually exposed. It's not undercover like that truck over there. This one is just there for show all the time. And a similar vibe with this fleet side here. And this one is even more patina. Very, very rusty, but this one's got the wooden decking. If you fold it up or take it off, it'll most likely expose everything in there, but you got the side exit exhaust here too. Again, absolutely slammed on the ground. You got these nuts and bolts and the spanner on the rear bumper here too, which is a cool little detail. But yeah, absolutely gangster. These are freaking awesome. Alrighty, we have this Mercury Wagon lowrider here, and this thing is just nuts. And by nuts, I mean the artwork on the side of this car, all airbrushed, And the amount of detail in this artwork is truly insane, right to the single wisps of hair here. You got lowrider culture and everything on the side here, which is really awesome. Right down to rappers, gangsters in their car, to money. Like, it shows it all on these real nice gold wheels here. As you can probably hear too, this thing has a mad sound system. The beats are absolutely pumping from this thing. And you can see the huge subs in there too. That's just absolutely insane. You can see them doing their thing. Yeah, how cool is this? Welcome to fabulous Bris Vegas, baby. And the artwork's not the same on each side. It's different as you wrap around the car as well, so it's different again on the side here. So no side is the same, which is really awesome. It's just the amount of time and work gone into painting the side of this car would have been truly insane, and just the quality of the work too is awesome. I think that's meant to be Eva Mendes as well over there. This is a 1932 Chevrolet Confederate right here. I totally didn't read that sign, I just knew. But man, cars back then were just huge, just large chunky vehicles, but also so beautiful. And this particular car as well, you could mistake for something like a Jag at the time, or you know, something a bit more luxury. Really cool looking car. And here's an old MG TF from 1953 here, before MG turned into Chinese slop. So enjoy a classic MG. Oh. So we have pretty much wrapped up here at Growl Racing Performance Pulse Expo 2026, and man, it was way bigger than we thought it would be, and we had a great time. The show had everything from JDM to Euro to just these awesome show cars and insane drag builds as well. So yeah, it was a great day out, and yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video, and thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in as always. But until next time, we'll catch you in the next video.